Ronald, you started integrating sustainability across your portfolio since 2007. That was a very long time ago, very, very much a pioneer. And you started, if I remember correctly, you started with large caps and then you gradually move on to small mid caps. What drove you to make that change, and what are you trying to achieve as a responsible investor doing that?
Yeah, so when I first started, I thought, okay, if you buy a cheap company, an undervalued company, and make money off it, that's great. And then if you buy these large caps, and make money, maybe you'll be happy with it. Until you realize when you try to talk to their investor relations, they don't treat you well because you are not a big investor. And then, and then if you try to instill change, they don't listen to you because they have their own ideas. And gradually, I also realized that maybe investors don't need us to invest in large caps. Why would you want to give me money in Hong Kong to buy Alibaba when you could buy an ETF, when you have all the big funds doing that? So gradually, we have to go down the value chain and said to ourselves, look, what about small mid caps? And then we realized that small mid caps have a lot of opportunities. Number one, particularly in Asia, you have a lot of family controlled businesses. And because we being indigenous in Hong Kong, having been in Hong Kong for centuries, not decades, we get to talk to a lot of people. And maybe that could be our edge. That could be our network to instill, governance, best practice, and so forth. That's one thing. Second thing is, a lot of Asian businesses being family controlled are usually discounted by the market for a lack of disclosure, for a lack of governance. People don't really value them highly. And that is a big discount to a large extent. So we thought to ourselves, if we could start a conversation with these families, teach them and share with them how to be more transparent, how to create the right narrative in front of investors, maybe they could unlock that discount, unlock that value. So that's one upside for us. And then if they could do better nowadays with ESG, and then if they know how to engage the community, then maybe they would be valued with an ESG premium, or just narrow their price to book, narrow their gap, and so forth. So we thought it's a very lucrative business to begin with, and number two, we could see tangible change as we deal with some of these families. So as you start with one, you start with another, and then you link up to another, and that's how we begin to create a portfolio full of a lot of these high dividend, family controlled businesses, which have a lot of value to extract if you do it right. That's really the whole process for us.